Oh yes. Hello, and welcome to yet another episode of Redstone Lapis Lazuli. Man, I keep going there. I don't know why. Anyways, yeah. Hey, it is I. There it is. Your host, Hogo Kiddo. Alright. I should be doing the dab, right? That's what everyone's cool with now. Oh, no, it's this way. Whatever. And okay. So let's see where we at here. I am currently in my basement, mass producing dried kelp. Because my kelp stockpiles are getting pretty full, so I need to burn stuff. That's what's going on right now. Captain Pones, he's out. Yeah, I think the final battle was too much. Too much for him. But that's okay. I will continue because there's still stuff going on. This game isn't over yet. Captain Pones was asking me, was this the lastest guy, or is there a laster guy? Is there a more laster guy? And I said yes, there is a more laster guy. That more laster guy is called the Wither, and I need 3 Wither skulls to spawn the Wither, the laster guy, the lastest guy. Because once we kill him, then we can make a beacon, and that thing is cool. But that's something else. So yeah, the problem with that is that I have to go to the Nether, and I hate the Nether. So that's another discussion for another time. Let us go. Let me show you the new Minecraft content. And into Central Memorial Station. Oh, by the way, yes, let us pay homage to Senator John McCain, who passed away the other day. Yeah, that guy was a great American.
C to the H to the
really went through it, didn't he?
Hold on. Wait, I need that.
Oh, can you not hear me?
Yeah, I got you, dude, but I also need to skip my song. Alright.
No, I said he went through it from what I was hearing, man. He was a POW and all that.
Yeah.
And they tried to use him for propaganda, and they did a lot of stuff, and they said he only broke once, I guess. That whole 5.5 years that he was there.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, dude. No, it's torture.
Know.
It's torture. That's what torture does.
Of course.
I mean, you break people.
That's pretty crazy.
You get them to say whatever you want.
They were trying to show that the POWs are being treated good, right? That's what they were trying to show. Wasn't it something like that?
I don't know. I don't know what was going on.
From what because I was watching it yesterday. It was on the news and I was passing by, and I thought it was pretty interesting. Because they said that the Viet Cong were trying to show that the POWs are being treated good. So what they would do is they would record them and they would tell the POWs what to say. But I guess he was one of the only ones who was kind of not cooperative, you know. And they told him, you cooperate, you show these videos, we'll go ahead and let you go home early and all that. And he never did it. Literally, they told him he could go home early. Pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah. So, man, I don't know. I have, conflicting. It's conflicting for me because, I'm pretty hardcore with my ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And John McCain is, a lot of his action, or his political actions, were contrary to those ideas, and I'm like,
he's a hardcore Republican, right?
He was pretty Republican. He was pretty.
Yeah.
He pretty much stuck with the party. They want to paint him as a maverick, but a lot of the times he just kind of went along with stuff. And he did use his platform a bit, but I don't know. You know what? He must have been a lot more effective than I'm giving him credit, because yeah. The fascists hate him.
Yeah.
He's got to be our side because the fascists hate him. Look at Look at Trump, dude. What a jerk. So, so anyways, I'm standing in front of the Central Memorial train station. Let me read this again. Central Memorial Station, dedicated to the people of the United States who sacrificed their lives in service to an ideal. May they rest with truth, justice, and liberty. And I think Senator John McCain, you know, certainly belongs in the seat of the goddesses, like, certainly. So yeah, man. What's up with you, man? How you doing?
I'm alright. Not feeling too hot, but.
Well, come. Let me show you something. What I've been working on. So I've been trying to fix the signs here. We got Old Sisters Junction, which you know, right?
Uh-huh.
I've renamed this one. This is now La Gare sur la Mer, which is probably more apt. Which is like the station under the sea.
Okay.
Okay, and it rhymes, so it's nice. Okay. Then Garden Gateway Station, because it's the Garden of the Gods, right? And that's like the gateway of it. Okay. La Casa de Captain Pones, that's you. You can name that whatever you want. You know, I just kind of named it because that's, you know.
Okay.
That one I'm not done with. I'm still working on this one. This is gonna be
haul.
like, yeah, but it's a. Have you been there? It's a super long trip. We've been there.
Yeah, you showed me.
Okay. Okay, so I named this lake. I'm like, what are we gonna name this thing? And I'm like, why not Tahoe? Because I just kind of want to name it Tahoe. So there, I named it Tahoe. I like Lake Tahoe. It's cool. So the loop line, because it goes in a circle. One way is to Sika Station, another way is to Pocky Point.
Oh, okay.
But first, yeah, because it's a direction, you know, which way.
Yeah.
I should probably say like north or west or east. I mean, but anyways, what am I looking for? La Gare sur la Mer. Let's go there. Bop. Go ahead and hop on the cart there. Bah. Huh. So, yeah. How much do you know about cancer?
Cancer? Not much.
Alright, let me tell you a little bit about it. Because, like, it's a tricky thing. There's a reason why we haven't been able to, like, just kill it. Because there's not a thing to kill. Like, it's like a continuum type deal. Because cancer is essentially when a cell decides it wants to, like not
Go
die.
rogue?
Not die when it's supposed to, and keep growing. Alright, so if you look at The Matrix, have you seen movie number 3 of the Matrix series?
Yeah, I've seen them all.
Okay, so, well, there's a part, like, I think it's part 2 when he says it, actually, that, what's his name? Smith says, alright, I know what I'm supposed to do when we're done, right? When our program is finished, we're supposed to go back to the source, right? but I didn't do it. Like, I kept going.
Yeah.
And instead, he kept multiplying and making more of himself. Okay. And, that's like cancer cells. Like, all cells in your body are programmed to die after a certain point.
Uh-huh.
Here, let me fix that. Oh, wait. There we go. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, here. So, check this out. You know about this other side of the station, right? Haven't I showed you this?
Yeah, you showed me all this stuff.
The other side, I showed you the other, where I made the other side. I mean, I haven't made it. I mean, I made another conduit over there. So that's why we can breathe over here.
Okay.
Like, this was the limit before, right here.
Yeah.
So now they, like, almost overlap, I think. But okay, anyways, let's go in. Actually, let's go up. Check this out. Oh.
Nice. It's a mushroom.
Oh! You call it a mushroom. That's kind of cool. Ah! That's funny.
It does. It looks like a mushroom. It looks like one of those Mario mushrooms.
That's awesome! That's awesome. I thought it looked like an air traffic controller tower. And so
I could, but I thought it looked like a mushroom.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Literally, first thing to go in my head, mushroom.
I'm glad you saw it that way. That's great. Wow, this way. Yeah, right? So it's a little bit tricky, huh? I'm still working on the approach. Like it's... Let me show you some stuff here. Okay, yeah. This is the mechanism. It's basic. I mean, it's pretty easy. It looks complicated, but it's not that hard. Repeaters, what they do is they just repeat things, and then you can also do a thing where you delay it. So if you get up here and you look, there's like no delay, 1 delay, 2 delay, and 3 delay.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So all I do is I pulse it, I turn it on, off, flick it, and it repeats over and over again. So if I want to stop it, like if I leave it on, just power it, the whole thing turns on. And I turn it off, it doesn't matter because the whole pulse is it's going through the whole way. I have to break the circuit. That's not gonna do it. Oh, actually, it will do it. Hold on. So there, like the pulse is gonna end right there. All right, there. So to restart the pulse, I just like on off.
Oh, that's crazy.
Okay, and then like look at it goes up further. Look at this stuff. Isn't that wild? That's black concrete.
Black concrete.
This stuff
like
right here.
Jet black.
Exactly. Man, it looks like nothing, like the void. Oh.
Yeah.
You know, there was that guy, I think, somewhere in an art museum. They have the material, a spray paint. Like
yeah,
that's
I've seen that, like super true, but that doesn't reflect anything and all that stuff. I saw that.
And you saw that at the art museum where they made a art exhibit of that stuff.
Yeah, and he was like doing stuff and all that with it or something like that. Like it was like like
it was a hole. It looked like a giant hole. It looked there are no rings or anything, and they used this stuff. And so this one guy thought like, no way, it can't be real. So he tried to go touch it and he fell in because it was like 8 feet deep. And he had to go to the hospital.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff where like they showed videos where they have stuff painted and like they move it over stuff and it looks so crazy because it's so freaking black.
Yeah, yeah.
That is madness.
Okay, so where'd you go? I didn't see where you went.
I'm up.
Okay, I have to show you. Oh, I see. So over there, I want to. We need to go over there to that ice place. I finally figure out what that ice place is for.
I see the rail.
Oh yeah. No. Over on you can't see the ice over there?
Yeah, I see the ice.
Okay, yeah. I figured out why we have that. Now come back here. We gotta go that way over there. We're gonna. Right. What? You want to jump or?
I don't know.
Probably shorter. Can you make it?
Oh dear God! Yeah, that was super close. I was like, I'm gonna die.
Oh, wait. Okay.
For a second there, it looks kind of iffy.
Yeah.
Oh God, the dolphins are back.
Okay, wait, come over here. I got you. I want to hook you up with something. I discovered something magical.
Kill that bear. There's a bear behind you.
All right, what's up? What's up, guy?
I'll kill your kids.
I'll kill you, your family. I don't care. Why'd you mess with me? Why'd you have to do it? Why'd you have to do it?
Oh, dude, they're deep.
Kill your kids.
Whoa, look at they're non-stop. They're just multiplying.
Come on. Look at this, like a whole train of them.
That's why I said they just keep coming.
I got him.
Why are they so slow?
Well, you try running on this ice. Actually, we run great on this ice. Here, here, come to me. I have something very important to give you. You ever been in a car? I don't know. Maybe you're not very interested in something called drifting. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's something you like. Wait, hold on. You get coffee.
What is below us right there? Oh, monster.
Yeah, they can't be. So it's really cold where we are, and that's why there's ice. But if we put a torch down, the heat of the torch melts the ice. So don't put torches down. We need the ice down there. It's nice. I like how it's translucent. But
yeah.
Okay, so here, check this out. So, but there's this phenomenon here called drifting that you can do. Hop on your boat.
Oh no. I can't get in.
Oh no.
Nice. Holy moly.
Yeah.
Whoa, you freaking slide like crazy.
So,
what the heck?
So this is basically drifting. This is Mario Kart. This is what this is. This is a racetrack. I had no idea. It's a drifting course. So what we need is
oh, I went into the water and now I can break it again. Dirty boat.
Yeah, I can't figure out a way to get it out of the water back up on the ice. So what I need to do is make a bunch of pickaxes that are enchanted with silk touch and efficiency and unbreaking.
What?
And then we can make a racetrack out of this, man.
Holy moly.
We can get a bunch of people to come do a race course. And then
I just ran over that bear.
Then I can wire it. Once we make the race course, I can wire it so that like it'll count laps or something.
No crap.
Actually, I don't know if there's a way to do that, but
this feels super weird.
Isn't it fun?
Oh crap! It just sounds weird. It's like brrr, you hear him like running almost, or hit the oars hitting the freaking ice.
Oh, I can't hear it, but that's funny.
Yeah, you can hear the oars hitting the ice, like da, 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 da.
That's hilarious. Let's see. Okay.
Stay back.
Oh, I don't have any ice. Here, I need to get some ice. The only problem is that it's dark, man.
Oh, it's not too dark for me.
Okay, so I'm gonna get some ice to fix it. Part. Aha, that guy's funny. Look at you. What are you doing here? Ah!
Ouch! Oh!
What's going on? What's going on?
Ah! He's chasing me!
Can't you kill him? Oh, you didn't armor up or anything?
I have a block of dirt that I'm hitting, but it doesn't seem to be doing too good.
You didn't armor up, man!
I was like, eat this block of dirt! Oh god, now he's chasing me, he's up on top. He's got freaking... Oh god. Turn it down a little bit, Corey.
Alright, man, well, I was gonna, like, fix the racetrack, but... Hey, check this out. So, I wanna just talk about some stuff.
Oh, why am I walking so slow?
So, cancer. What is cancer? That's right, I was talking about cancer and I forgot to tell you. So, cancer. What cancer does is, your cells don't die when they're supposed to, and they keep multiplying. But that's, but that's not necessarily a problem, because it's also, pardon me. Oh man, it's also like how fast they die and how fast they multiply. Like if you have a cancer and the cells die real quick, then it doesn't matter because you can use we have medicine, we have treatment to kill those kind of cells pretty quickly. Like it's easy to kill those cells and make sure, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
They die off before they're really a problem.
They really do anything.
Yeah, and then if there's the other problem, like if the cells like won't die but they reproduce really slowly, it doesn't matter. Like you just wait a long time, take it out one time, and then just keep watching it to make sure it doesn't grow real fast.
Doesn't come back again, yeah.
Yeah. The other problem, is that it spreads, because the problem, you know, so the cancer that's a problem is the middle growing cancer, where it doesn't grow real fast or real slow, just like steady pace. And then because then we don't have a way of killing it. I mean, not with chemicals, because the chemicals we have right now kill the ones that reproduce, like chemotherapy. What that does is it kills any cells that reproduce real fast. And
that's with them putting the radiation in you, right?
No, not the radiation. That's the chemotherapy.
Okay.
They poison you. And so what that does is that it kills any cells that reproduce really fast. That means hair cells reproduce really fast, which is why people lose their hair with chemos, because
so what they're basically putting in you is only killing one type of cell, but anything that deals with that type of cell is going to die also. So.
Well, anything that reproduces quickly, any cell that reproduces fast and then dies, those get wiped out. Like antibiotics, you know how antibiotics like are nukes to your digestive tract. Like sure, antibiotics kill all the bad bacteria wherever they are, the infection, but they also nuke all the bacteria in your
whatever's
guts.
in there, which isn't good.
Yeah, I mean, because a lot of those bacteria are like your friends.
You have to be, you have to be.
They should be there.
Your gut biome and all that.
Yeah. So chemo does the same thing. Like if you're a cancer and you're reproducing really quickly and chemo comes in, it'll kill you. Like you reproduce quickly, but you can't because the chemo's designed to kill you. But if you're a hair cell trying to reproduce quickly, then you can't because you're gonna die. If you're like an immune system cell, you're trying to reproduce really quickly, you can't because you die. Like whatever, different parts of your body, it doesn't really like make a difference. It's chemo. It'll do it to whatever. And so it's poison. It's poison. It's like, it sucks, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the other one is radiation, where you target it and you shoot radiation at it and like damage its ability to reproduce.
Okay.
But you also damage all the other cells too.
All the other, yeah.
So and then some of them you can't cut out, and then there's the other part of it is metastasis, which means, because what cancer does, it's like it'll form in one part of the body and then it goes to an entirely separate part of the body and start growing. So maybe you get cancer in your liver, right? So you have liver cancer. It's a liver cell that is effed up. But then all of a sudden it moves from there, and now it's in your liver. I don't know. I'll say lung, right? So what does that mean? It means there's a lung cell in your liver. No, liver cell.
Or a liver
lung.
cell in your lung.
And it's growing, yeah, like a tumor. It's a tumor growing. It's a liver tumor growing in your lung. So like crazy stuff starts happening to your body. So, and so some of it you can't operate on. Some of it you can't really use chemicals on. Some of it you can't, like, it spreads too fast. Like, I don't know. It's like too insane. Cancer sucks. There's like no way of really fighting it. They're trying to find a way, but it's hard. Because there's no
so
one
most of the
version
people that go into remission basically just don't have it for the time, but it can always come back for the most part.
Yes, they're never cured.
You never really get rid of it. Okay.
Yeah, they're never cured. They're in remission. They're just waiting for the next time.
I listened to a podcast and the one guy had cancer, and I guess after you go into remission, you go back every month for a little bit, and then after that you go back every 3 months, and then now he's at the point to where he kind of does just a yearly checkup now, you know? Like, it's just kind of to the point where they're like, all right, so it's not coming back this quick, so like they're fine, and then they do it every couple months, still not coming back, you know, and then now he's on the yearly one, you know?
Yeah.
Trying to check it to make sure it doesn't come back. I was like, man, that sucks. And it just happens, right? There's no real, I mean,
well, I mean,
there's obviously underlying
there's
factors to
all
some of
sorts of things.
Yeah.
Like, it could be stress, it could be your diet, it could be environmental factors, it can be your medication, it could be your genetics, it could be like so many different things. Like, like things we don't even know about, like things that you have no control over. It could be so many things. So, you know, that's just the deal of being human. This is nice. I like this. Oh, there we go. I mean, it's a way. It's something. It's a way. It's... Okay. So this on John McCain. That's what is cancer. And I like cancer. I like to know what cancer, or like the idea of cancer, because there's a lot of. I mean, it's not one-for-one correlation, but there's a lot of things that you can apply medical terms for to science or to social things. Just an analogy, and it may not be one-to-one, but it's interesting to play with. Like, you can't go too far with it, but like it's fun to try.
Yeah.
So you knock that snow off, right? But next time it snows, it's just
I know. Next time it snows, trust me, I've gone through all this. I did that shit. I did this stuff in my house, and I'm like, ah.
Okay, wait. You want to be useful, right?
No, it just bothers me, so I just do it.
Okay, no. But here, here.
It kills me to see that.
Here. I'm gonna give you
unless everything was all white. If it was all white, then I would be fine.
I'm gonna give you a pickaxe, right? And then it's a magic pickaxe. It lets you break things. Lets you break. Oh, did it fall?
It slid right. Oh no! I forgot that wasn't water. By the time I remembered it, it was too late. I was like, oh crap, that's not water. Man. It honestly didn't kick in until I had already jumped. I was like, wait a minute, it's on the top of the water. No, that's not water. Man, that sucks. Oh god. Man, that sucked.
Whoa, where did you?
I'm coming back. I was back at your base.
Okay.
That was so lame.
So I'll just hang out here and watch you come back. You know how to get back here, right? CQ station?
Yeah.
Okay. That's so funny. But yeah, it's not always. Oh, I don't want to lose my pickaxe, man. That's a silk touch pickaxe. Magic pickaxe. Still your experience points, haha.
You stole my half a bar.
Half a bar less I have to get, right?
Half a bar.
Oh,
Bless you.
Right. Step off. You saw what happened? Just keep walking. That's right. Man, I'm a jerk. No. Okay. So, what's the next thing? The next thing I wanted to talk about was, so like you can look at corruption as a form of cancer.
Alright, I'm here. Okay.
Okay, so, hey, let me show you where I went, and then I'll give you the pickaxe. So what I want you to do is use this pickaxe to chip away at this blue ice and keep the blocks and give the blocks to me. I'm gonna use the blocks to patch in holes, And then eventually I'm gonna make a racetrack so you don't fall off the edge into the water. And we can just keep racing around and it'll be fun. So here's the pickaxe. It's almost broken, but don't worry about it. Yay! And then like anywhere you see a like this, just make it even. Yay! Thank you. Okay, so part of the problem we have right now is that America's got massive amounts of corruption, and the GOP are complicit. So, and how do I know this? Because I'm watching like what's happening with the whole Trump saga, and it's incredible.
I thought you were gonna say you're watching CNN or something like that.
No. I don't even watch TV, man. I read the news, like, and I just know what's happening. Like, I know
a newspaper.
No, well, maybe a newspaper.
Say what?
Yeah, newspaper, right? But not
news. Have those?
Yeah, not physical newspaper. The digital, like on the internet.
Yeah, they.
Like,
Daily Breeze is having a rough time around here.
I'm sorry?
No, I said the Daily Breeze is having a rough time around here.
Local paper? Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, you know, they're just like, nobody reads the paper anymore. Everybody's on their phone now.
Yeah, don't they have a digital version, or?
Yeah, they do, but I don't know if people use it. What is this dark blue stuff?
It's blue ice, and I don't know. I think it has the same quality. It just looks really cool. I like it.
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna use it for decoration if you get it. Thank you for digging ice.
Oh, I can't get it.
So, okay. So Michael Cohen. Do you know who Michael Cohen is?
Yeah, I've been watching the whole. Well, I haven't been watching the whole thing, but I've been seeing it on the news as I walk by.
Yeah, okay, so Michael Cohen is, or was, Trump's personal lawyer for decades. And what he turns out to be is actually his, like, fixer. Do you know what that means?
He fixes stuff?
Yeah, he fixes Trump's problems.
Problems, yeah.
So what are Trump's, or cleans his messes is what it really comes down to. Trump is like, yo, I want to have sex with this woman, this porn star, and I don't want anyone to find out. So what's like the price? Like, what do I have to pay to take care of it?
Do it?
And then once you find the price, pay it, and then no one has to know. So he gets to, you know, live this life free of consequence as a playboy, you know, billionaire. You know, have sexual relations with the most beautiful women, just use them as objects, and then toss them away. So, and Cohen was the guy who, like, arranged this. So that's one big deal, right? So he's saying that Trump has violated election laws by paying off these women. And there's hundreds of women, because now it's not just Cohen. His bodyguard is coming out and saying that, oh yeah, there's hundreds of women.
He did it too.
Yeah, dude, hundreds of women, hundreds of people that he's done this to. Because he's a billionaire. What does that mean? You know, what does it matter to him?
Well, if he's done it once, I mean, it's not like he hasn't done it. It's not like all of a sudden he's just like, hey, maybe I should just do this now. He's been doing it for a while.
Okay, but the biggest thing is that part of the Trump treason plot is that they made this arrangement with Russia and Trump inside Trump Towers. Did you know that?
No, but I remember you said that they had meetings and all that stuff.
Yeah, they arranged this inside Trump Towers with Trump's sons, Paul Manafort, and I'm not sure who else, but a bunch of people, important people. And then Trump is trying to say he didn't know anything about it. But then right after this happened, Trump or Don Jr. dialed a blocked number and had a conversation for 5 minutes with the person on the blocked number. And then he says he doesn't know who he called, doesn't remember who he called. So Trump is trying to say that he doesn't know anything about it. But like, it's pretty obvious that yes, he knew all about what was going on there, and that's when the Now Michael Cohen is saying, yeah, Trump knows about it. Trump. So Michael Cohen is saying this. Paul Manafort, you know, he got found guilty of his things, and his other trial is coming up, his espionage trial, the big trial, with more evidence. The next deal is Alan Weisselberg. Do you know who he is? He is the CFO, Chief Financial Officer of Trump Org. Do you know Trump Org?
Is he the one that got immunity recently?
Yes.
Yeah, he's the one that was granted immunity. I saw that on the news too, yeah.
So if you remember, or if you heard during the lead up to the election, part of the right-wing hysteria against Hillary Clinton was that the Clinton Foundation was a front used for all sorts of illegal activities.
And that's stuff that they do, like, to help out, like, other countries and all that, right?
Or themselves, get themselves rich, they commit treason through
well,
it.
what they were supposed to do is it was supposed to be for other countries stuff, right? Like, to help out other countries.
Well,
like
no, Clinton Foundation was, I guess, I don't even know. I think it was just, like, for charity work. For, I don't know what kind of charity work.
Yeah, because I heard they did some charity work for, like, one of those countries that got hit by, like, the hurricane or something, and, like, they didn't really do anything or something like that. Yeah, like, they didn't do much, or, I don't know, some weird thing that I was...
Depends on who you heard it from. Hey, let's come over here.
Yeah.
That one's too big. Let's go over here to that one, this one right here. I will protect you, because we can't use, can't use torches, man, or it melts the ice.
Sure you can. Stick a torch right on the side of this ice cube.
You can do it on packed ice. Packed ice doesn't melt, but ice does melt. Ice, baby.
Oh.
Oh, the memories. All right, stop. No, stop. Oh.
Go ninja, go.
Yo, oh my gosh, the memes. Oh my gosh, everything like weaving together. Oh gosh. Okay.
It is as cool as ice here.
No. Oh, stop it. I don't want to be known for like...
I've never seen that movie ever. I think I only seen parts of it. I've never seen the whole thing though, but I thought it's great. He'd be making houses now.
Is he? Nice.
Yeah, he has a reality show where this fool goes out and like fixes up the houses and stuff. Like legit, like he's been doing it for years too.
Wow.
Yeah, like he just kind of was like, nah, you know, and like he's a guy that really doesn't like that persona either, you know, like he does not like to be labeled like. I mean, he's kind of taken. He's kind of gotten used to it now, but at first, like, he did not like it, man.
Of course,
Urkel didn't like it too, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he was like, oh, typecast like crazy, you know?
Yeah,
he's doing pretty decent for himself as far as I know. He does, like, a lot of house flipping. I forget what they call it. It has something to do with his name, with flipping and all that, but I don't remember what it is.
That's all right. I don't want to know. I don't watch TV. But good for him.
I don't either, but I heard
things are good for well.
Still working it.
Yeah, what else is so Alan Weisselberg is all the things that the right wing accused the Clinton Foundation of doing.
So what does it mean for them? What does it mean for them to get immunity? Like that means anything that he says, even if he did something, he can't get in trouble. What does it mean?
There's different kinds of immunities. I mean, so you have to. It's all the details. Like there's different levels.
So it could be to a point to where he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna give them all this info, and even if I've done it, I'm not gonna get in trouble.
Yeah,
or it could
immunity.
be just if I do tell it, then maybe I'll get a little in trouble. It just depends what they're saying.
Or I'll just get immunity for just these crimes.
Just
and
these
my
crimes
testimony
and everything
is gonna
else.
be very, very narrow. Like, yeah.
Yeah, because I was just wondering, like, can this guy, you know, sit there and be like, yeah, we killed this guy and this guy, and this guy, you know, and because he's got immunity, you know, they're like, well, you told us that Trump did it, and we told you we wouldn't do anything to you, so you're okay. Like, it's not like that, right? I mean, it depends, right?
Yeah, well, like the thing is Alan Weisselberg is going to say that Trump Org is a massive money laundering organization, and that he participated in it. So he is going to get off clean. Like he benefited from it, right? He made a lot of money.
Yeah, but
he kept 2 sets of books. He kept the clean books, the real books, and he kept the cooked books.
And this is the thing, like that always happens. Everybody always has this guy that they think, you know, is on my side and all that, but that guy may be on your side for the moment, but he's gonna cover his ass when the time comes, you know. And like a lot of that stuff, like, you know, him keeping the books, I know he might have to keep them, but like a lot of that stuff, like, didn't like some of these people like that had conversations with the president like record them and all that, and now they're getting because they're covering their ass, you know. Like it's just now it's to the point nowadays where people can't trust anybody, so everybody's kind of dicking everybody over. That's
what Trump wanted, remember? So like, yeah, Trump is like the antithesis of what the presidency is supposed to be about. The whole American system, when it was started by a bunch of white aristocrats, white old men who were like aristocrats, who looked at themselves as enlightened aristocrats. Aristocrat is like high
if you're
class.
Saying aristocrat, all I keep thinking of is the Aristocats.
Yeah, okay.
I'm serious. Every time you say it, I just think
high class, lots of money, like royalty.
Okay.
Aristocracy. The royalty.
Definitely not cats, though, right?
No, not cats. But if I haven't seen that movie. I'm familiar with it, but I haven't seen it.
I don't either. I haven't seen it, but I've heard about it. That's just all
So here, let me look for the actual real definition, right? Because we're in the age of information. Aristocrat. Remember an aristocracy. Great. What is the aristocracy?
Dang you! Definitions.
Yeah. Aristocracy. The highest class in certain societies, especially those holding hereditary titles or offices.
Hereditary meaning they were born into it? Or what is hereditary?
Yeah, born into it. But but they were kind of like, the founding fathers were kind of against hereditary, right? They didn't want kings. They didn't want
Yeah.
Well, a lot of them did, right? A lot of them wanted to set up a king system.
Okay. And
Washington was like, no, dude, I don't want to be king. Like, forget that noise. That's just gonna go back to what it is over there. We don't want that. But they were big into having aristocracy. And aristocracy, especially if you're thinking of, remember, it was about Enlightenment, and like, you have to remember, man, like the old Enlightenment, the old American culture was a lot influenced by European culture. And European culture was a lot influenced by Greek culture, well, Roman culture, and Roman culture influenced by Greek culture. And Greek culture, if you remember, when you go back all the way to the very beginning, the very first aristocrats, and you look at Homer, it was all about honor. All about honor. Like, the only real thing to them was honor. Like, nothing else is real. They will die for honor. That's how hardcore they were about honor. So, if you look at if you're looking at the highest class, they're all about honor. Like, that's the only real thing to them, because money can't buy honor.
Yeah.
Like, money is a reflection of your honor. Sometimes it should be. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way they saw it. But you have to be responsible, because the reason why you have money is because your blood is strong enough to wield the power and not be corrupted by it. And now in practice, it didn't always fucking work out that way.
Okay.
Clearly, right?
Yeah.
But that's their justification. That's what they tell themselves. That's the thing they have to tell themselves, and that's their downfall. Because if you believe that excellence is tied to blood, then yeah, you have. How do you explain stuff like, the failing when people fail despite their blood? Like, you give them this power, but they fail. They're corrupted, even though they have all this wealth and power. Even though, and they maintain it by saying, "Oh, well, we're special," So, and then they deny in society, they deny those people who are born low, who have great ability, but they deny them opportunity and everything else. So what you've created is an unstable tension. Like, you have incompetence at the top, and you have very goodness, like great competence at the bottom, but without having access to opportunity. So the problem is eventually that lack of access to opportunity is going to find a way to find opportunity, illicit or otherwise. Like, and so I think that there's a whole sociological school. I think Pareto, I forget his name, but they talk about how the elite get tired and they get toppled and replaced by a new elite. So I guess you could look at Trump as being a symptom of that. I guess one narrative they want to put out is that America's tired and the West is tired, and they want to topple it and put China on top. I don't buy it. I don't think we're done. You know, we're not. This isn't even our final form. Like that. What I want to say is that we're meeting the final resistance before we get to our final, not to our final form, but to our next form. And this is like the hard shell. Like we've been in an egg, and now we need to bust out of this egg, and we have this hard shell that we got to break out of, and it's the last thing we got to do. And once we do it, then we're out, and we're born. But then we're a little kid, and that's gonna be awful. We gotta grow up, and it's gonna be hard again. But we've transformed, right? We've gone to the next form as a country. I believe it firmly. Man, I'm super pro-America. I'm absolutely pro-America. We're gonna do it. I have this vision, and I know that we're greater than what we've been. Oh man, we as a country we have awful, dark, awful areas that we've got to own up to, because by owning up to them, that gives us a point of reference as to why we need to act as a shield, so that we never ever go back to, because that can always be used against us, always. Slavery can always be used against us. Oh, case in point, right now, before I forget, I didn't read on it and I need to. Do you know that we have slavery in America? Legal slavery. It's called the prison system. Prisoners can be forced to work and be paid as little as like cents.
Yeah, I already know that. Yeah, they do get paid, but they get paid, yeah, like
nothing.
Yeah, I already know that.
So you know about private prisons, right?
Well, private prisons are really huge. They make more private prisons are made each year than schools.
Yeah, that's awful.
It's pretty crazy.
So that incentivizes the state to arrest people. And who do they arrest? Minorities. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a whole prison industrial complex. It's awful. Oh man, okay, wait. So, and let me tell you about what happened to me at the Saturday market. Do you know what I do in the Saturday market?
I do.
Alright,
You go there and... Oh no, I was gonna say... I know what you do at McDonald's. You go there to mess with little old nice ladies.
I don't mess with them.
They're trying to drink their coffee, man. Dang.
It's
just trying to have her McCafe.
It's like Lighthouse, right? I'm shining a big light in their face, and they hate it. They couldn't stand it.
Like it.
Okay, but here's the deal. Okay, so what I do is I go to the Saturday market. I do the same thing. I take this big light, this big picture, and I say Trump is a traitor, and I shine it. And I've been doing it for months. And at first, people called the cops on me. And at first, people started yelling and saying bad things to me. But it's been slowly changing. Last week, someone threatened me. They said, did I tell you that?
I don't think so.
Last week, someone said there's a group of veterans over there that want to kick your ass.
Oh yeah, you told me that. Yeah, the veterans wanted to beat you up. Yeah.
Yeah, and it didn't happen. I mean, and then Then this week I'm out there. They're
just trying to scare you.
This week I'm out there, and this guy comes up to me and says, I take it you're pro-Obama. I'm like, I mean, we have our problems, but yeah, sure, over Trump for sure. And he's like, all right, well, hey, I'm a DEA agent. I'm like, oh. He's like, yeah. And he's like, do you know the drug fentanyl? And I'm like, yeah, I know fentanyl, right? And that's like that, do you know fentanyl?
Yeah.
All right.
Fentanyl's a super strong,
heroin, synthetic heroin, like terrible thing that people overdose on all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like a scourge.
There's one where, is that the one where it's like you just need like a pin tip to a needle and you get messed up? Like, I forget what it's called. That's the newest one that's come out, and like they say like you just need like a needle tip, and I was like, what the heck?
Yes, that's what this is.
That is unimaginable.
This is what the drug companies have. They make, right? This is synthetic, and so they push it. That's what I'm saying. It's not like it's okay. So I'm out there holding a sign, and this DEA agent, federal agent, comes up to me and starts saying that under Trump, like as opposed to Obama, that they've made way more arrests and way more busts on what's it called? Of fentanyl than they did under Obama, and that that was going to be a sign of how much better it is under a Republican president, why Trump is much better. And then I was like, no, we're gonna stop right now. That's totally wrong. That's effed up. And I told him right straight up, I'm against the drug war. So that means he's my antithesis. And I'm like, look, buddy, I know the story. Workers go out and they work their ass off and they get hurt. And like, we have a crap healthcare system. So what they're incentivized to do, because workers individually are pretty weak against like big bosses. They don't have much recourse in this country like they do in Europe. Like, workers are kind of weak, and it sucks. They need to unionize, but there's a massive assault against unions. And so anyways, keep going. So they go to their doctor, say, doctor, dude, I gotta work, but I'm really hurt. So doctors are given a bunch of samples by pharmaceuticals.
Trust me, I know. The pharmacies come into my work and they sit there and they give us the samples and like, here, try this. And then, you know, they sit there and they come in and they give us 4K mini cameras. They give us, you know, like what else do you want? I get, you know, it's because you're pushing their products, so they give you these presents to kind of be like, well, maybe if we give them these presents, you know, they'll remember us and they'll be like, oh, here, use this. So yeah, they'll come to the places and they give us. Sometimes they'll give out tickets to Vegas. Like Las Vegas and all this stuff. Yeah, they do incentivize stuff. Be like, here, look, just, you know, we're gonna give you this stuff. Here's our product. Try to give out the samples, but here's a little gift for you. You know, like kind of like, here, we're gonna give you a gift. You scratch our back type thing. You know, and it's like, it's crazy. Like, it's so nuts. And like they do, you know, they'll bring in lunches and all that. They kind of do anything they can to push their drug.
So okay, so they're pushing. They are pushing. They're pushers.
Well, yeah, I mean, they have to. They go to all these people.
Wait, stop. You're not using the pick.
I know, because I lost it.
Yeah, okay, so it broke. So stop it, because if you don't use the pick, what happens is it just breaks. You get no blocks.
I know, I'm trying to feel like the Hulk right now. I'm busting.
So no. So let's come with me. Let's come back. Let's go back to Central Station. But thank you, I appreciate it. Can you toss me all your blocks real quick?
10 minutes anyway.
Okay, can you toss me all your blocks? Okay. So I'm like, these guys, these drug pushers are pushing drugs. And then because onto the doctors give these guys get hooked to drugs. And then the feds are like, yo, if you don't cut this out, we're gonna take your license. So the doctor's like, all right, gotta cut you off. So these people then go through withdrawals.
Oh, I know. Withdrawals are horrible.
Like,
I've been through withdrawals before off of lighter pain meds, like tramadol and all that, which they say is a non-narcotic, and they'll tell you can't get addicted to it. But I guarantee you, it's not a good drug.
Here, come, we're gonna swim to the station, to the undersea station. La Gare sur la mer.
Yeah, but I've gone through crazy withdrawals through that kind of stuff. And I mean, I know that withdrawal probably wasn't even as bad as, you know, what they're going through.
Yeah, right. So they're going through withdrawals, plus they have all this pain. And
I would figure if that's the case, you try to find another way to cope with the pain, so you go to other drugs.
Well, nah, dude, they're like, yeah, I have a buddy who's got some pills.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
well, there you go, right? That's the black market.
Yeah.
And then this DEA agent is like, yeah, I'm very proud that I arrest these people. Man, that's awful. Like,
yeah.
So like the whole system's broken. Because once you get put into the criminal justice system, into the private prison system, they eat you up. So, and I attribute that. Have you seen the movie The Dark Labyrinth or The Dark Crystal?
No.
You haven't seen The Dark Crystal? Jim Henson?
No.
Man,
No.
That's an old 80s movie before they used CGI. Old school, like old school
familiar.
Fraggle Rock, like
Oh, okay.
like era, like
I think I may have
puppets.
seen that thing. It sounds super familiar, and like, yeah, a lot of those puppet movies I had seen when I was like younger.
So check this out. In the movie, there's this dark crystal, and it needs power, and then they use this power to suck the life out of other things, other living creatures, and they distill it into this liquid, and the emperor drinks the liquid to become young again, and that's how he sustains himself. He just rounds up a bunch of people, and then sucks the life out of them, and then turns them into like slaves, and then drinks their life, and he stays young and lives longer than he should. So, to me, that is the criminal justice system. That is the Confederacy. They round up a bunch of people, they suck the life out of them to give to a tiny class of people to ensure they stay young forever and they live forever. That their power lives forever.
Or like vampires.
Exactly. And in a way, that's what capitalism is. Capitalism is like a machine. It's not really vampire. It's like a machine. It just sucks. It transforms nature into something else. So it's like a fire. It doesn't really have a will of its own. It just burns things. Like, it's up to us to make sure the fire doesn't burn when it's not supposed to. So, like, have you seen this other movie called Howl's Moving Castle?
No.
Howl's Moving... Oh, man, that's another great thing. So, have you seen the movie, Spirited Away? It's like an anime.
Probably not.
Japanese animation. I forget the name. I'm really bad, I know. But those are the movies. Those are American names of the movies. And...
Oh, dear God, no!
You okay? No, you died. Oh, again! Oh, my God, dude!
You know what I did?
What'd you do?
I went to the top of the freaking tower, and then I sat there and I went to go stretch, so I put my controller down, but my controller is busted from Corey. So if I put it down, he slowly inches forward. Ever so well, in whatever direction the stupid analog stick wants to go, because it's busted. So sometimes it'll go forward, sometimes it'll. So I just sat there and he was cool, and then all of a sudden he just starts going forward. I'm like, no, that sucks.
Why don't you use mouse and keyboard? I'm telling you, that's the way to go. Mouse and keyboard.
Because I love my controller. Yeah, they smoked them last night.
Who or what?
No, it was the TI Internationals. It was the Dota tournament last night.
Oh.
And it was supposed to be the Chinese that won last night, because it's been North America, Chinese, North America, Chinese, North America, and then Chinese was supposed to win this year, but we took it. We broke the freaking...
pattern.
Broke the pattern. It was such a good game, though. I love watching Dota gameplay.
Yeah, oh man, the concentration involved, I can't handle it.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Like, this game doesn't require so much it's so slow paced.
Yeah, that game you like literally like get zoned in, and like after like the game's over, you're like, man, I just played an hour, and you're like, you feel drained almost.
You need a drug to do.
Yeah,
that's why they take. That's
so
why
crazy.
the Adderall is like a crazy drug in that whole thing.
Yeah, they take.
So,
a lot of
but that's what I was saying, right? I was talking to this DA agent in public, in the market, and I was telling him, like, your whole job basically is bullshit, to his face.
Oh.
And then he started saying, like, and I said that, like, but that's all irrelevant because look at the sign I'm holding. The sign I'm holding saying Trump is a traitor. What do you have to say about that? And he said, well, I'd rather vote for him than for Obama. Obama wasn't even a citizen. And I'm like, oh. And I'm like,
there you go.
What? I said, you're a birther and you're in law enforcement? That doesn't look good.
No.
He shook my hand and said, thank you, have a nice day. And he walked away.
He probably wasn't even a DEA agent.
Probably not.
He probably just came up and wanted to talk, and he was like, I'm gonna tell him I'm a DEA agent and this and that because of stuff he just heard on the news or something.
I guess, right? Oh man, that's awful that people would be like not honest and forthcoming.
Why not?
You're
Especially
right
if
though.
he's seen
I
you
mean,
there a couple times, you know, and he doesn't like it, you know, like you said, he doesn't have your views. He's like, man, screw this. I'm gonna go try to
mess with
suck
his
it to
head.
this guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell him I know this and that, and I'm a DEA agent. You know, come on.
True.
Shit,
Oh
like-
my god, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Well,
Because
anyways.
most DEA agents would have just walked up to you and then tapped you on the shoulder and just cold clocked you and then just freaking ran away. Like, ah, sucker! And they just took off. All throwing a thumbs up sign to those other guys over there. What are the other group of people? Like, yeah! Running away. Oh, God. I can see that happening, guy getting all nuts, so.
Man, oh man. So yeah, oh geez, what else? So I've been working on, yeah, I made that lighthouse. I think that was kind of cool. I like that lighthouse, and I want to work on an undersea world, but I'm not kind of sure how to do it. I mean, it's neat that I can go undersea, but then I can. Oh, what I should do is I should just use that conduit.
All right, come here real quick. Oh, forget it. No, forget it.
I'm at my base. I'm at Central Station.
Okay. I just see some horrible stuff happening over here.
Oh wait, well then I'll go to you. Hold on.
Oh, it's alright.
No, that's cool. I'll get there. I'm just hanging out my base. I'm not doing anything.
Why did this place have a bunch of golems in it?
Golems?
At the town?
Oh, because they auto spawn. Oh, you're in town, huh?
Yeah, but they're like in the water and what do they do? Anything?
The golems in the water?
Well, no, they're like in their freaking town and they're in their freaking
crops.
Their crops and all that stuff.
So they protect the town. When the town gets a certain number of villagers, golems auto spawn, and they protect the village. And so there's supposed to be zombie sieges on villages, but I put walls up, so there's no way.
Yeah, I see them.
And then,
why the heck is this freaking turtle here?
So the problem also is that there used to be beach over here that I covered up. So the turtle's coming back. The turtle's coming back to its beach, but its beach is gone because I covered it up. So it's sad.
Ah, turtle.
I'm so sad. No,
turtle.
it's sad, dude. Think about it.
I'm gonna take your shell and I'm gonna put it on as a helmet.
No, you can do that. But wait, but there's a way to do it. The way you do it is you find turtles, 2 turtles, and you mate them. They mate. You give them seagrass, and they mate. And they make babies, right? But they don't make babies. They make love. No. They seagrass, not carrots. Okay.
I was hoping he'd be an idiot and think that this green thing on top is part of the seagrass.
Okay. So then
fool him.
Then what you do is then they go back to their home beach where they were born, and they lay eggs. And then after a while, the eggs hatch, and baby turtles are born. And then the baby turtles, after a while, they grow up. And when they grow up, they shed something called a scoot. And then you take 5 or 6 of those scoots, and then you make a helmet. You make a turtle shell helmet. So
nice.
I'm telling you how to do it, man. If you want to do it, I kind of want to do it.
You dirty turtles.
But I took away this guy's home, and so in real life, I feel bad for the turtles. Because, like, man, we were messing up the oceans. I feel real sick about that.
I can ease your pain, and this guy's pain, too.
Oh, I do lots of stuff to ease my pain.
Push, push, push. Come here, turtle. Come here. Break yourself.
So, yeah, what else is going on? Trump org is doing the things that everyone accused the Clinton Foundation of doing, but she didn't actually do it. It was all about the Trump organization. Because and you're right, they're a crime mob family. They're pretty awful.
Mob family.
Mob family!
Look at this. I'm punking this turtle. Break yourself, turtle.
Go back home. He
go.
spawned here, I think. Yeah,
Go.
here's some sand. We just need to find one more turtle. And they can make love.
Get out of here. Go.
I don't have any seagrass though. No
It's all good.
seagrass.
I'm pushing him. It's all good. Just push him.
I have
Go.
kelp. He doesn't
Go.
eat kelp though. No kelp.
Yeah, go for that sand. Go. Go.
Paul Manafort going to prison. Goes to trial to go to prison again. He should flip, but he never will because he's owned by the Russians. So the drama now is that Trump is gonna pardon Paul Manafort, which makes him super. I mean, which is terrible because Paul Manafort is Putin's asset, and Putin doesn't want his asset in an American prison. So he's his co-conspirator. Oh yeah, push him outside. That's a good idea. Did you do that? Thanks, man. You're awesome. Look at you.
I told him to go. I'm
saved him.
gonna beat him with the carrot right before he goes in the water.
He's in the water. You saved him. Look at how cool you are, dude. He was gonna die out here, and now he's like, "Ooh, I need to make shears, but I don't have any iron."
I'm gonna cut off his shell.
I have 20 carrots. I can get it. How many do I need? How many emeralds do I need to buy shears from the shepherd?
What are you doing with that LebQ stuff?
The what?
Corey's got some LebQs yesterday.
Leb cubes?
LebQs, LEBQ.
L-E...
They had next door they had a birthday party. And usually when they have the birthday parties, you know, you get a lot of kids. So the prize, you know, let's say you want to do a little prize bag for the kids, you know. And those get expensive. So what you do is you go to LA and you go buy toys, right? So Corey and them, they all got Legos. Well, which what I thought were Legos. So I'm sitting here building this, and I open up the box, and I'm like, I have never seen a Lego guy where you had to put his legs on and his arms on. Like, I mean, literally together, you know, like every single piece was taken apart. Like, and I was like, what is this? And as I'm putting it together, I look at the box and I'm like, what is that? And the box, the art is the exact same as Legos. It's the red box. It has the white lettering, bubble lettering, but it's LEBQ instead of Legos. So it says Minecraft real big on it. It has a Minecraft character, but then it says LebQs right next to it. Yeah, I was like, these fools are slick. And now I got some Star Wars one. The Star Wars is on there, but they don't say Legos, but it says Star Wars.
Do they work though? That's the problem.
Yeah, they're just like Legos. I mean, you know, obviously way cheaper versions. You know, you can tell by the way they feel, and sometimes the holes are a little messed up or something like that.
Do they fit together well?
Yeah, for the most part.
I need 3 shears. I need 3.
Yeah, but I just thought it was funny. Like when I got it, I looked and nobody noticed it. Like everybody thought they were Legos until I showed them the box, and I was like, "Read the box." And then everybody looked and like, "What?" But yeah, that's what happens when you go down to LA and grab the toys. It's just cheaper that way, though. The kids don't know that they're LebQs.
Do they work though? That's the problem. And then plus, like that's.
Well, that's why I said.
Are they using? That's like, see, that's what we're talking about. Intellectual property, right? China is stealing American intellectual property. Legos are Danish, I think, not even American.
Yeah, I mean, this basically, you know, I mean, they're using the exact, they're using the brand, they're doing that branding, you know, thing where they use the same color as the branding, same wording, almost the same letters, yeah. But like, even that they're like, it's LEB, like you don't even notice that B because it almost looks like a G.
Yeah,
you're just kind of getting over it. And like, it's so crazy. Like, I was tripping out on that. And that's not the first one I've seen. Like, I've seen a ton before because, you know, we have the parties all the time, so we go down there. But it's nuts, man.
Yeah, so Trump, you know the deal with Trump and China, right? Like, they're frenemies. He's easily bribed.
Yeah.
So part of the problem is there's this company called ZTE, a Chinese company. It's a state company. It's actually just China. Chinese government company was coming into America and stealing a bunch of American intellectual property, technology, like everything. So Congress passed a law like outlawing them, saying you can't do business in our country because you keep stealing our stuff. You know, because our companies are complaining about it, like, this is ridiculous, man. How are we supposed to compete with this when we put all our energy into making this stuff and they just copy us? Like, how can you allow this and let them in? So the Congress passed a law to stop them from coming in. Well, Trump went to China, and China said, hey, Trump, if we give you $500 million over here in Indonesia, you let our company into your country. And Trump says, okay, sure, you help me out. Sure,
so what is that 500 million gonna do in Indonesia? Like that, like stuff like that.
He makes what he does is okay. So Trump runs money laundering operations. That's his Trump Towers. Those are big towers of money laundering. What happens is he goes to exotic locations, builds towers, and then sells condos like 5 or 6 times a year to mystery buyers. And all of that is laundered money, because like, you know, how did you get that money? Oh, I sold a condo. I sold a Trump condo. Huh?
Or you sold a condo.
Sold a condo. You buy a condo, you sell a condo. Like that Russian guy. Like, remember, like before the election, that Russian guy bought Trump's shitty condo or shitty property in Florida for like almost $100 million. Yeah, dude, it's big news. You can look it up. I'll put a link to it if you want. But yeah. So like, what Trump does is he launders money. So, because he's broke, right? He lost all his money.
So
in his Atlanta Taj Mahal like fiasco. He lost all his money, and he didn't pay any of it back. So no American bank, no Western bank will lend money to him. So he became beholden to Russian mobsters. Russian. So what he does is he goes to places, builds condos, and then Russian mob launders money through his condos all around the world. And that's what he does. And that's what he does in Moscow. That's what he wants to do in Moscow.
Not so.
So super corrupt.
That's basically what he's known for, right? It's just property stuff, right? It's not anything else. He just sells properties, right?
Well, he sells his image as being a deal maker and everything else. Like, real rich people, true billionaires, true millionaires who are really truly rich, you will never see them. They're invisible. Why would they ever come out?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. They don't need to.
Yeah, like Trump has
like
to always.
Bezos, you see him like every now and again. Like I'll see him, 3-4 times a year, maybe freaking doing something.
And even
Amazon
he's weird.
Guy.
It's only because he's new money. Like if you're old money,
super new money.
Yeah, if he was old money, you would never see him because they don't need to bother.
They know, they know, like, they don't need to deal with that.
And like that old money, I guess you can start. That's where the whole talk of Illuminati comes from, like because that money comes from like ever far back.
Yeah.
A lot of that wealth. So, yeah, I talk a lot about like I want to tax the wealthy. Those are the people I want to tax. And like the Panama Papers. Do you know what the Panama Papers were about?
Mm-hmm.
So So a lot of these wealthy people, they put their wealth, their laundered money, through shell corporations. That's how they do everything, through shell corporations. The Panama Papers was basically a big leak of a bank, of all these people laundering money through this bank in Panama. And it listed a whole bunch of people. And it was basically a tell-all of the people laundering their fucking, or their pardon my language, laundering their bad money, their stolen money. So there's trillions of dollars not being taxed of illicit money, like siphoned off through bad schemes, like floating around, and no one talks about. And someone released a paper about it called the Panama Papers. Someone died over it. Journalists die over it. And like, what's being done? Like nothing, because our current president is a mob boss. He's a crook. So like we got major issues. The world is in serious problems. Like America needs to become the hero that this world needs. Like I believe we can do it. I believe we can absolutely become the country and the leader that the world needs right now. And we super bad need a leader, a really awesome, wonderful leader. And I believe we can do it. But we gotta get rid of this guy. This guy is like the opposite of who we are. I mean, so the problem is that America is really, our government, our upper echelons of government, like the Senate, the House, the presidency, is all built on honor because our founding fathers are all aristocrats. And Trump has showed that if you don't have honor, you can F things up real bad.
Alright, we're gonna need to finish it up here because he's whining about hungriness.
Yeah. Hey man, well thank you once again for hanging out with me.
No, thank you.
How's the Unity monument coming along, dude? I'm anxious to like go and take a peek. Don't make me feel. Don't be surprised.
I said you'll be surprised.
No, I won't. I'm gonna. Are you done yet, or?
No, not yet.
Okay, so, because that's what I mean. Like I feel I won't be surprised, and that makes me sad.
Give me another week. That is the worst painted on mustache I've ever seen, Corey. Just letting you know.
Look at these, man! I can't believe these. This village was like tiny when I got here. There's
That's
so
what I said.
many
Everybody,
people.
their mothers here. Look at these fools are just standing over here throwing freaking carrots at each other.
They're trading.
I'm just sitting
man.
here taking them while they're throwing them. I'm like snatching them up, and then I'm gonna trade back those carrots to the idiot that's throwing them out.
So you're the mob.
Yeah.
People.
I'm gonna
People
sit here and I'm just snatching all their carrots. I
As
got
they try to
over
trade.
2 stacks of carrots now. What?
Look at that look at that golem, dude. Those golems are like watching you. They're like, what's going on here,
good.
dude?
These are my carrots, Golem. Damn, I came up on carrots. Yo. Stacks of carrots. And they're still giving me carrots.
It's because, you know, I traded them so much stuff. I had my auto farm going. I traded them ridiculous amounts of stuff. So, but you know what it is I need to murder a bunch of them. I hate to say, but a bunch of them are useless. Like, because
all
what I
they
need.
do is make weird noises.
Huh? I'm looking for a shepherd. No. It depends on your pack, dude. These guys sound like Jawa to me, not like your version. So they sound neat.
My guys are all going, huh? Like they're trying to figure something out, huh?
Yeah, that's the default version.
Give me your carrots, sucker. These fools are doing another carrot. See, they keep moving. They're having carrot parties.
Well, yeah, man. What do you expect?
Give me your carrots, sucker.
They're villagers. They're trading, and they're wealthy. They're like.
No, they're grabbing them before I get to them. Stop it, carrot people.
Pick up seagrass, and there's no seagrass here.
Alright, I'm gonna go. I gotta head over to McDonald's. I don't feel like making anything this morning.
That's a good idea, but you know what? I haven't had like a proper breakfast. Oh, I've got eggs, and what do I got? I got eggs. I got.
That's why I said I got eggs here. I have chorizo. I got like a big slab of ham. I'm just so lazy to make it right now. I'm just so tired.
Oh, what's been going on?
No, they just had that party yesterday. I'm just tired and worn out. That didn't work. Oh, I went to the doctor.
Your wife.
The doctor said I have pancreatitis.
No, lies.
Like, great. Huh?
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
So I gotta fucking pretty much freaking adjust my whole diet and everything.
Oh yeah.
I gotta adjust my diet. I gotta watch out with the smoking, cause that'll, you know, mess it up. Like everything, I gotta adjust. It's like I gotta eat more lean meats. No freaking any kind of smoking.
Really?
Yep. Any type of smoking. Sarah's sister can't smoke anything. If she smokes anything, she'll get terrible stomach pains. I forget the name of the disorder. It's a disorder that anybody can get.
Diverticulitis?
I don't know if that's it, but it only has to deal with certain types of smoking, not tobacco. Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, well.
Yeah, pretty nuts, but yeah, I gotta freaking totally change my stuff up. I still gotta go to the doctor. But yeah, I was having like crazy pains last week, and I went to the emergency room because I was like dying, and they said my normal values are like at 400, and mine I think were a little over 6. But he said that's normal because he kept asking me, he's like, do you drink? And I was like, no, because he was like, you know, usually it has to deal with a lot of like heavy drinking, but he said like usually people have like over 15,000. So he said mine's not horribly bad, you know, mine's like doable to.
But you're delicate, is what he's saying. You're delicate. You're not a hardcore drinker. What's wrong with you?
I gotta wait and freaking, I gotta just change it also. That's why the whole thing, like, it's like I can't sit here and keep doing McDonald's and all that kind of stuff. I gotta watch the processed foods, and it's like, oh god. And I'm a huge freaking sweet guy too. I love sugars, so man, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you're gonna do it.
Yep, especially me. I say it's gonna be rough as I look over to the left and I have like a whole shelf full of candy. I got animal crackers, bags of fruit slices, fruit roll-ups, gummy bears, gummy worms, fucking I can't. Fanta drinks. I love sweets, man.
See, like, wow, like I don't have hard. Like, I'm looking at my sweets. I've got raisin muffin brands and raisins.
Oh,
That's
no
my
way,
sweets.
Dude. Like, I'm not kidding. I have 2 bags of fruit slices, 2 bags of gummy bears, 1 bag of gummy colas, 1 bag of gummy snakes, 2 bags of freaking animal crackers, like 9 or 10 fruit roll-ups, 2 boxes of Fig Newtons. Now,
Man,
it all doesn't get eaten at once.
But
I
you
mean,
have
that's
kids too,
like,
right?
That's probably like 2 months of food right there, but still, that's a lot of sugar intake.
Yeah, you have a bunch of kids though, right?
I know, that's, well, yeah, but I try not to, they don't touch it. That's all mine. I'm serious, it's mine.
That's all mine. The kids don't.
You know? Like, when they see me eating it, they'll ask for some and I'll get it, but they don't just go over there and snatch it up.
Oh, okay.
They used to, but, you know, I'd come home and there'd be no candy. They'd be bouncing off the walls. I wish they would eat seagrass.
Ah, you can't. Nore is great, dude. I love it. Those
God,
Japanese. Haven't you had those?
Taylor likes them. I don't like them.
Dude, and then just get the straight seaweed. Don't even get the.
Oh, no, thank you.
No,
that's
well,
the one reason why I don't eat sushi is because I don't like the seaweed.
Well then, what? Why not, man? That stuff is great.
Nope.
Oh,
nope,
wonderful,
nope.
wonderful stuff. I'm flipping.
Alright, I'm gonna go here and get him food.
Alright, sir.
Then I should share that.
Well, hey, do you want to do a pirate episode sometime, or?
Maybe this week. I don't know, because this week's pretty busy, so we'll see. But school is starting, so it should start winding down here within the next, like, 2-3 weeks. The school's finally starting, so.
Oh, that's right.
Everybody at work is taking their, all the people that have money up there are taking their last-minute vacations.
Yeah. About
So
that, I gotta talk about that with you. Hold on. Okay, yeah, don't go right away, all right? So,
Yeah.
all right. So, hey, everyone, thank you for coming along. We're gonna peace out. All right, peace.
All right, everybody.
Stop streaming. Stop.